Now, granted, guy's not going to do the tush push, never turn into an explosive play. Have you ever seen him turn into an explosive play? I haven't. I like explosive plays, Ben Johnson says. Well, he's got this one. Trick play to Caleb Williams.
Oh, it's beautiful.
How confident are you in Ben Johnson turning around the Bears, Danny?
If Ben Johnson doesn't turn around the Bears, I'm going to start believing in curses. Like this, he's got everything, man. They upgraded their offensive line, their defensive line. They got the quarterback, they got the coach, they got the play caller, they got receivers, they got 2 tight ends, good secondary.
Do you have a hardcore prediction?
Yeah, 11 wins.
11?
11 wins. 11 wins, wild card. I still got the Lions winning the North. 11 wins.
Okay. Wiles is not a believer.
In what?
Ben Johnson.
How? You like Aaron Glenn more than Ben Johnson?
Yes.
Oh, I'll take that bet right.
I'm not a huge fan of hubris in general.
And you and Nick get along.
In general.
Wonderful. Thunder down 6. Somebody on the show had the hottest take that this was actually the shot of the game.
That was a hot take.
You really believe that?
I'm just saying, obviously it's not the shot of the game, but it is an unbelievable shot. This is also when I was like, oh, Pacers are going to do this. And just Nembhard's confidence on
it's a ridiculous.
The MVP, who was no slouch of a defender. I thought it was just fantastic.
Well, to your point, Wilds, Haliburton's shot doesn't happen if it's not for that shot. I'm just saying. I'm just trying to bolster your.
That is how it works.
Give you a little fodder. You know, if you got on the streets.
It was a big shot. Nembhard had 14, 64. I'll throw a great take back at Brew and see that you'll start to feel like, ooh, Pacers game 2. If Nembhard is playing this confident down, what were they, down 6?
Yeah.
Now they got game 1. Game 2 is going to go 2 ways. It's either going to be like, ooh, I'm feeling good, we're feeling confident, or it's going to be that Nuggets game. Lose by 4.
Well, to your point, like, so Danny, since you're so confident the Thunder are gonna win, what if they win game 2, but it's a nail biter, and maybe they win on but you know what I mean? Does that give you any concern?
Listen, I think this is gonna be an entertaining series. I said Thunder in 5, but entertaining. I said entertaining. Hey, Thunder or Celtics, Pacers last year was an entertaining
said
sweep.
6, maybe 5, so I don't know.
No,
It's
Thunder in 5.
Entertaining 5 is it happens, but I'm trying to think of the last time it happened.
It's like a close
Celtics Pacers last year.
The entertaining
that was an entertaining sweep.
Entertaining sweep.
That was an entertaining
Brooklyn, New York, way back in the day with KD and Kyrie was
close sweep. That was a
close sweep.
Yeah,
and entertaining.
It happens.
Wonderful. Spain, France. Goal number 2 for Yamal, my guy. Got him. Josh, what do you think about that? My guy, Yamal. Yes.
Claim him.
Second best player in the world.
He's probably the best player in the world.
He's 17.
I'm telling you.
Track and field, football, basketball, baseball. It hasn't happened. A 17-year-old being the absolute best in the world.
Josh, last 17-year-old to be the absolute best in the world.
In anything.
Katie Ledecky.
In anything.
Well, I mean, gymnastics and stuff like that. Tennis.
Yeah, tennis. Tennis, definitely.
But those are individual sports. Gotcha. See? You played into my trap.
Spain. Moving on to play Portugal Sunday at 2 on Fox. And finally, this was actually the shot of the night. Haliburton, game winner. Do you think, we discussed this earlier, Dan, do you think this goes down as an iconic moment in NBA history?
I do. I mean, listen, you have a virtual buzzer beater in an NBA Finals game. There are not many of them, and these things build upon themselves. So the fact that he has 5 tying or winning shots in the last 5 seconds in a single postseason, which is as many as Kobe Bryant had in his entire playoff career, it's not just this one shot. Right. It's on top of the 2 in Game 5 against Milwaukee and the 1 in Game 2 against Cleveland and the 1 against the Knicks at the end of regulation that bounced out of the screen and went in. It's like the icing on the cake for all of it. So,
he should have done the choke sign again. I think if he would have done that, he could have stolen that from Reggie. Like, oh, did Reggie also do that? Like in 20 years. Like, that's the Haliburton?
It's interesting that he didn't. Was it just because he wasn't in the Garden? Was it because he has more respect?
A little bit, and it's also
OKC?
It's not the narrative. The Thunder
Knicks?
actually choked this game away, but nobody wants to talk about it except me.
I think he was a little embarrassed that he did the choke sign and it wasn't a winner.
Yeah,
but they had to play overtime. I think
no one's going to remember that. That's weird and wonderful from the National Pastimes. Aaron Rodgers will be at Steelers minicamp looking for a major improvement to a season that saw him and the Jets win 5 games, led to the firing of the coach and the GM. Oh, there's the highlights against the Patriots. Seems like we always play this for no reason. What's at stake for Rodgers this year, bro?
Well, in the short term, there's a lot at stake. I think it'll be very embarrassing. If I'm right and they have the first losing season of Mike Tomlin's career, that'll be very embarrassing. Even if Rodgers, let's say they don't have a losing record, say they're 9-8 but just don't make the playoffs, still embarrassing for a guy that is as great as he was and is going into the Hall of Fame as soon as he's eligible. I think that would just really haunt him in the short term. Long term, nothing. Like, he's an all-time great. And I alluded to it last time we talked about Rodgers. His legacy, I just think, over the last few years has taken a slight hit. Not to the point where he's not viewed as arguably a top 5 quarterback of all time. Mm-hmm. But like I said, people now are looking at, as great as you were, you've been to 1 Super Bowl, and that was 15 years ago. Like, so things like that, people are looking at the NFC championship game record and performance and things like that. So I think he's taking little dings here and there, but overall, his legacy is secure because he's been so great.
To me, it's a soft factor of just making the circus worth it. The guy won MVP at 38 years old. And then our opinion of him changed. Like, I don't agree with you that he's just taken a little ding in his reputation. Maybe football-wise.
That's what I mean. Yeah, off the field, of course. Yeah.
But that's
big ding.
But that's a huge piece of it. Like, he was likable. He was like, I'm a Bears fan from Chicago who was like, man, I respect this guy. I respected his greatness. He was the most talented player I had ever seen. He impacts and influences Patrick Mahomes' style and Caleb Williams' style. Like, he is a generational talent who's made an impact on the game, who the only guy with more MVPs is Peyton Manning, and he's the MVP at 38. Then it's a circus in Green Bay at 39. Then it is 4 plays and a ruptured Achilles at 40. Then that
was still a lot of them coming back, I'm clear for training.
But that's what I'm saying. Then it's a circus at 41 last year. Like, how much of if this year goes poorly for Aaron Rodgers, how much of a 4-year body of work will have actually been about the football? We will have spent so much time talking about this guy, about what did he mean? Why is he saying that? What's happened to Aaron Rodgers? And none of it has been about meaningful football.
Right.
If he is good on a team that seemingly is never bad, well, we get week 1 against the Jets. We get him going back to Chicago. We get him against the Packers on Sunday Night Football. We get him against Joe Burrow and Lamar Jackson. Like, whether he wins a Super Bowl, wins a playoff game or not, like, it will at least be playing in big football games and about football. So to me, it's about making the last 4 years of nonsense worth the breath.
You know what he's in danger of? And it happened at the tail end of last year. Just being irrelevant.
Yep.
Being football irrelevant, where it's like, oh, the Jets played, and we do a full 2-hour show, and it's like, should we cover the Jets? Like, no.
Right.
I think we're okay. There are 20 more interesting stories. Beginning of the year, I think, Jets, Steelers will be super interesting. Going back to Chicago will be interesting. Later on in the year, I don't know if those Ravens games are going to be super interesting.
He went to the Steelers to guarantee that they are.
Maybe.
Can we stay just a little bit longer?
Don't worry, we'll be back.
I can't believe they're leaving.